is it still worth it to do this, this, or this? Well, despite the screaming, yeah, sure. It depends. If this intro sounds familiar, well, that's because it is. 1 year ago, I bought a Meta Quest Pro from Amazon, and a month later, I made this video. Since then, I've had countless DMs and requests to make a follow-up video giving my thoughts and opinions on the headset a year later, and also the face tracking scene as a whole. So, here's my definitive thoughts on everything. Nothing has changed. Kinda? For those who are uninitiated, here's a quick summary of what I said in my Quest Pro review. The pancake lenses on the Quest Pro are great. The speakers, well, they're still bad. My eye and face tracking are still working wonders, as you can see. The light gap you have from wearing the headset still doesn't really affect me at all. Actually, like I said in the last video, I actually kind of like it. I dig it a lot. The official charging dock is still a product of an insane person that belongs in an asylum. Why the headset is the only thing I'm able to charge via USB-C is still beyond me, and only Mark Zuckerberg will truly know the answer to that. Oh, and finally, the mic still sounds like this. I should point out that despite me using this Quest Pro to film idiotic TikToks and, you know, putting it on to get drunk on the weekends, my tracking has still not diminished in quality due to sweat, despite the big warning that VRCFT gives on their website and from other creators as well. So, good for me. Now, my biggest problem with this headset is still the amount of setup I need to do in order to even step foot into VRChat. Now, compared to last year when I was directly plugging my headset into my computer, I'm actually doing a mix of both. I'm using Quest Link, and I'm also using Virtual Desktop now. Just as a refresher, here's what I go through every single time I want to connect my Quest Pro to Steam VR. First, I turn on the Quest Pro. I know, very hard step. Then, in a specific order, if I'm using the Quest Link, I plug my link cable into an outlet, then into my headset, and finally into my PC. In the Quest Pro, I open the program to link my headset to my PC. Then, in this specific order, I launch VRCFT, then Steam VR. If I do Steam VR first and then VRC face tracking, VRCFT takes over my screen, which then requires me to use my Quest controllers to navigate to the correct window. Once I'm in Steam VR, I turn on the Tundra tracker that's on my headset, and I make sure that space calibrator is working fine. And finally, I then turn everything else on, do a quick prayer, and then launch VRChat. All of this sounds very simple, right? As for how I start my Quest via Virtual Desktop, the process is very similar. Just replace the Quest Link parts with Virtual Desktop. Although this kind of introduces a new problem. I now have a 2-hour limit until I go blind because, you know, the Quest Pro battery is only 2 hours, so. Now, due to the amount of setup required to get this going every time, this brought a new problem to me. I got lazy. Anytime I have a problem with face tracking, I have to go through this entire setup until I figure out what the problem is. Oh, VRChat isn't getting a signal via OSC? Let me restart the OSC. Oh, VRC face tracking isn't receiving any data from the headset. Let's restart and choose a new module. Oh, I restarted VRCFT and now all the programs are out of whack in my headset. Oh, gotta restart the MetaQuest Link and Steam VR. Listen, the list goes on and on and on, especially if you're like me that likes to have full body and use Valve Index controllers. And because of all of this and the fact that I've had to troubleshoot my process more times than I like to admit, I kind of resorted back to using my Index for weekend drinks and having fun with the ladies. She's right here, I promise. Okay, fine. You can say I have a skill issue, or despite listing every single software problem I've had, you're still determined to buy the Quest Pro. Well, you can't. At least not firsthand. At the end of 2024, Meta, with their 200 IQ brain, decided to delist the Quest Pro with no replacement whatsoever, even though the interest for it has gone up more than when it was initially released. The only way you can buy this headset today is secondhand, you know, like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. I'm not flipping you off, my controller's like this. And I'm sure by the time this video hits any kind of algorithm, the price of those secondhand Quest Pros will most likely start to match the price of the HTC Vive Pro I secondhand prices, you know, like these ones. Actually, speaking of HTC, if you're looking for another company that you can directly buy from, well, you have HTC as an option. You can get the Vive Focus Vision for $1,000, or you can get the Vive XR Elite for $799 plus the full face tracker add-on for it, which is $200. I don't personally own these headsets or even tried them, but the consensus from what I've heard and the reviews from other people is that they're okay at best. You can find comparisons for the face tracking of all the HTC headsets all over YouTube, but overall, at least in my opinion, it appears to be a tad worse than the Quest Pro. Now, if you don't want to go the HTC route because, well, you heard that they're transferring a good chunk of their VR department to Google, well, you can go the Pico headset route. A Pico 4 Pro comes out to a whopping $500. Wait, is that... Am I reading my script right? 500? Yeah, that seems to be right. Oh, well... It comes from China. So, if you're any Asian country or anywhere that's not racist to Chinese, well, then congratulations, you can definitely get this headset, because $500 is kind of a steal for eye and face tracking. However, to the rest of my viewers, since the majority of you are unfortunately in the US like me, you're looking at ordering it from Alibaba or any other third-party website. Considering the gigantic hate our country has for anything coming from China for some reason, well, getting this headset into the States is, well, will probably cost you a lot more than what it's worth. Now, of course, this wouldn't be a VRChat video if I didn't quickly talk about the DIY options you have. For making eye tracking yourself, there's iTrack VR. And also, we can't forget about face tracking. For face tracking, if you want to make it yourself, there's Project Babble. Babble. Keep in mind, if you go the DIY route, be cautious when you're handling lights and lasers beaming directly into your eyes. We don't want you to go blind because, well, if you go blind, you can't, you know, watch my videos. So, also one more thing before I close this part of the video out, because I just saw it right before I was about to film this video. But there's also third-party companies doing projects. One of those projects that I just came across is called VLugin's EF Tracker. VLugin is a group of Japanese people that are looking to make a snap-on eye and face tracker for the Quest 3 headsets, and that utilizes the Eye Tracker VR and Project Babble software. There's also other projects out there trying to normalize cheaper snap-on alternatives than just buying a new headset straight out. If I find any of those, I'll try to link them down in the description below, or if you guys know of any, please comment them below. I'd love to look into them. Also, if any of these companies want to send me one, that would be pretty cool and pretty neat. Yeah, please. Okay, back to the question that started all this in this entire video. A year later, is face and eye tracking still worth it in VRChat? To the people who are content creators, or people who don't mind troubleshooting, or people who have lots of time and money to blow, go for it. I don't really regret my purchase. I just wish this process, getting on VRChat, was a lot easier, or I guess a lot simpler, and there's less points of failure. However, to everybody else, just wait for now. When a Steam VR native headset comes out that allows me to obliterate all these third-party schlopware, then I will easily recommend that headset. Surely a headset like that is just right around the corner, huh? Yeah. Now, if you're still on the fence or a ledge of a building like I am, then at the very least, you can do what I did before I got my Quest Pro last year. Gamble. No, I'm kidding. Well, what you can do is you can attempt to throw face tracking onto your model that you're currently using right now, and then try it out with your phone or webcam. In fact, doing this and testing my model to see if I really wanted it is what sold me on getting the Quest Pro. So, give it a try. From a Quest Pro review to a horrible summary of the current state of face tracking, I hope you come out learning something. And if not, well, at least I hope you enjoyed the Deckard joke that I made, because I did promise I'd keep making Deckard jokes until the damn headset comes out. So, thanks to the people on screen for throwing money at me, and thank you, dear viewer, for watching. Remember that any important links, videos, or resources for face tracking will be in the description below or wherever it is. Also, sorry for the delay in this video. I got sick, and then 2 games decided to suck the entire soul out of me, so And yes, I did mod my War Thunder to look like this. So, anyways, I'm gonna go gamble and go blind now because my headsets are literally 10%. Oh, I'm 1%. I'm actually gonna go now. Okay, bye bye. It actually did. Oh god, it's horribly laggy. Oh.